let's go. Reacting to a video about Meat Canyon complaining about people who are reacting. And the title of the video is The Problem with React Streamers. I am streaming this. So let's go and watch what Meat Canyon has to say about it.
There is an implosion happening on Twitter right now between Mudahar and XQC. For people who don't know about these people, Mudahar is, I would say, a general advocate of internet trends, pop culture in that vein, talks about a lot of commentary. You might have seen him whenever he made the video on Ethan Klein back in the day, and he also runs a podcast with Oompaville, one of my good friends. And of course, you probably know XQC. I think he's the biggest streamer on Twitch or Kick or wherever the fuck he's at. He's the biggest streamer to ever live, pretty much. And there's been a big battle about reaction content. You probably see it all over YouTube. Streamers uploading their streams to YouTube, reacting to other people's content, whether it's Osmongold watching every literal second of the Johnny Depp trial, Hassan with the meme of his empty...
That was a time. The Johnny Depp trial react time, that was an era. That's one thing we will never forget. I would wake up every day and the first question I would have, do we have a trial today? Are we watching this, bro? Let's go. Man, that was amazing.
Chair or XQC putting himself in the corner of a video and uploading the entire thing. And it's caused a huge debate. And I felt, honestly, personally involved in this subject, and I thought it was all very fascinating. And I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this matter, because as a person who makes cartoons online, my shit gets uploaded, reacted to, people upload it without crediting. It's just everywhere. So I thought to myself, you know what? I think I'm going to weigh in on this and look at this little conversation. And also, it's just kind of an amusing conversation between two internet pals. So let's take a look at it. This all started with a tweet from Mudahar that said,
but can we just say that Meat Canyon content is actually, in a way, his own aspect, perspective, and view, hence his own reaction to whatever topic is right now important and talked about? I mean, yes, he does it in a cartoonish style. He puts so much more effort into it. But at the end of the day, it's his perspective of something. And there are some people who are interested in someone else's perspective of something. It's not really the same thing. Of course, I'm not going to compare someone sitting on a corner reacting and watching something to Meat Canyon putting so much effort and talent as an artist into a work. I'm not going to compare those two, all right? Those are two different things. But there are things in between the lines where at the end of the day, the viewer is watching the perspective of that YouTuber, like what they are saying, what do they think, how they express themselves, what do they think about the topic, how they review it, the commentary and stuff like that. So it's not really like React. In my opinion, React is not just sitting and re-uploading a content. We always had that discussion, you know my opinion about it.
Just a shame garbage like this fills the recommended tab, and it's a classic XQC soy face with the Kennedy assassination. XQC reacts to Lemino. Hopefully I said that right.
Just let me know.
Which is an hour and 53-minute long video, which I'm almost positive is the actual runtime of the video that the person made, which is pretty crazy to upload the entire thing. Which, let me just go on record and say this. Initially, just before we get into all this, I think that people that react to things in a corner and upload the entire video to their site for their audience and make money off of it, regardless if they need it or not, that's like fucking really scummy. I think that you should do anything to transform content, even if you do react to something.
Yeah, he definitely, compared to the React, like for example, what we do compared to what we do, he transforms the content, transforms it completely into his own. Like, that's the thing. Yes, he does use characters and peoples who are real and topics and stuff that are real. I don't know if he always asks their permission to do that, but either way, he really transforms the content.
Large part of the video, are you editing it? Are you making a smaller piece of a puzzle to a larger image that you're presenting? I think is very, very key. And like I said, I don't give a fuck how rich you are or if something isn't for money.
And like, you have to credit, yeah. If XQC, who gets thousands and thousands of views, doesn't credit you, that's shady. Like, all you have to do is type @ and then type the person. Every time I react to a Meat Canyon video, I always type either in the title @Meat Canyon, which tags him, so he get a notification that I actually reacted to his video, or I post it in the description down below, or I post the whole title of a video of like when I react to videos. So you can just copy paste the video and watch the original video. And every time I tell you, go check the original video if you're interested before watching a reaction. So
or not, it's money that you're taking away from somebody else, and it's also exposure and organic growth that you're taking away from somebody who worked incredibly hard on a piece of content.
yeah,
That's
but
how I
like
feel.
people can, like, you cannot just take it on the streamer or the, like, people are not dumb. Like, people use hands and a brain and eyes. They can, if they want, watch the original content, right? They can go and type the original content and search for it and watch the original content. No, they don't want to do that. They want to see XQC watching the video. So it's not like it's taking away from the views. Those views would not even exist on the original content. That's what I mean as well.
About it. Do I think all reaction channels are bad? Absolutely not. There's a lot of people who transform content and make something new out of it that's even better, and two fan bases get to rejoice, and that's the beauty of it. But whenever a fan base or a particular content creator takes content or videos or whatever the fuck you would say, art in general, and just uses it for their own gain in that way, I think it's just really scummy. But let's go on. How did XQC respond to this? I'm sure he didn't mind. See his cute little thumbnail here. Who doesn't do a soy face? I know I do. I love it. And I'll never stop doing it. XQC followed up in the comments and he said, I wonder what triggers people like you so much. Revenue share? Audience split? Algorithm? I've heard this complaint a million times, and most public figures tried to attack it from multiple angles, just to fall flat on their face. I'm watching a vid I like to my people. That's it. What's funny to me about this initially is, one, the general, I guess, lack of care. And then also say it's happened a million times. If somebody complained about something a million times, don't you think you'd be like, I feel like maybe there's a bit of an argument to be made here. If there's a million examples, and all these things you're saying, audience split, revenue share, and algorithm, those are all vital things for a content creator. Not everybody is the biggest streamer on the internet. It takes a long time to build an audience, and God forbid, this whole thing, let me tell you something too. Online, if you're ever doing any online work, you will find that every person says the number one rule is always accept money, do not accept exposure. So this whole argument's just like, well, what the? I'm just watching a video, okay? Who cares? Yeah, but this entire video is put on your channel. It's viewed through your lens, through your audience. It diminishes all the weight of the person watching this, especially when it's just your face in the corner of a video. It's like, just put some edits in there. If money's no issue, hire multiple editors for a 2-hour-long video. Do something to transform it. You sitting there talking barely in a dark...
I mean, to be honest, XQC, how much does he upload? How much does he stream? It's mostly like quantity over quality. If he uploaded one video a day, maybe he could edit, but I don't think anyone is capable of editing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos every single day. And this is only one channel. Like, I don't know how many channels he has. So yeah, it's problematic, but also almost impossible to do that.
Room or whatever does not justify this as transformative. It starts a whole conversation of it just...
one more time, I'm gonna just pause. I don't watch XQC React. I'm gonna be honest. The reason I don't watch it is it's exactly because I didn't notice in some of the videos that I watched where like it's drama or news or something that is a topic that people can talk about and share their opinion. He would not share an opinion. That's what I noticed. He would not like talk or share something smart about it, or his opinion or his review. Those are from the videos that I saw. I don't know. Maybe he changes. Maybe there are videos that I chose the worst videos. Maybe, I don't know. But that's for me like a reactor that I would not watch. But then Asmongold, for example, is one I would watch all the time if I'm interested in the topic. Like, I'm not interested in World of Warcraft or MMORPGs that he talks about, but whenever it's like a drama thing or something that is about Twitch or YouTube, I would watch these videos because he always shares an input that is so good. He's so smart, and like he doesn't bother or mind to share info about these things that he is knowledgeable about, like for free with us, the viewers. And I really respect that. And a lot of things and a lot of perspective, I agree with him. And that's why I love watching Asmongold.
Feels parasitic. Mutahar used a lot of the words cannibalistic or cannibalizing because you are literally eating and devouring all of the growth that this person would have that took all this time to watch something that you enjoyed. This exposure, it isn't always transparent, and the money does go a long way for a lot of people who don't make a lot of fucking money. So fucking L there, in my opinion. One of the comments also said from Ryan, I'm a fan of React videos, but I feel it's extremely unfair. The original videos provider needs to get a portion of the income from your React videos, a 50-50, more for them. And XQC took very quickly. I wonder if this person is even like a reactor, if they're just like, I'm just a person on the internet who likes content, and then this large content creator is just like, they can claim the whole fucking thing, and they do a lot of times. I swear you guys
That's
just
true.
make shit up for the hell of it.
Also, like the problem with reactions, you can upload, I don't know, like 15 minutes video, and if it's for, I don't know, like 10 seconds, it gets copyrighted. The whole revenue of the video goes to the person that has 10 seconds of clip or whatever that belongs to them. And they can take the revenue from all the like if you are watching a meme video and you have, let's say 50 clips, TikTok clips in that one video, if one of those clips asks or strikes your channel or copyrights your channel, they get the revenue for all these 50 other creators as well, because they demonetize their channel. So you don't get anything. 49 people don't get anything except this one person. So that's also scummy in my opinion. Like, I don't know. In my opinion, if that is the case, let's YouTube calculate it and see how much did those seconds get money, and give those seconds the money to the person, not the whole video itself.
My stuff gets re-uploaded for the YouTube frogs that miss the stream. Get me contradictory analytics or facts. Anything else is zzz. Re-uploading for YouTube frogs? Can't you just like, aren't the streams saved? Like, if people miss a stream, can't they just go back on your Twitch and watch the streams? Like, I don't understand that argument. Well, you know, only this part
Nobody
of the stream is really
watches
worth watching, so I just wanted to upload it there. Or it's like, that just doesn't make any sense. I like how it's also, you have to have an exact breakdown spreadsheet of every analytical fact. You need to expose how much money you're making in general, how much money you're losing, make that public knowledge, and then that'll be the concrete facts. That makes a lot of fucking sense. Chairman says, who does YouTube pay the ad revenue to in a situation like that? I hope it's not XQC. That's
it is
shot.
XQC.
You know, we're swinging low and swinging hard. XQC promptly replied
If it's
and
not
said,
copyrighted.
imagine being so small-minded you think I care about the revenue and it's computed into anything. Now, with something like that, I think it's really important to say that, like, it's just an extremely selfish way of looking at all of this. Everything that's being said is about him and not about the ad revenue that is going towards the person who has a much larger audience, or much smaller audience, and a much smaller, probably, scale to profit of anything. And it's somebody that's doing this out of passion, who likes to do it, who justifiably deserves to get paid the ad revenue on YouTube from such a thing that goes viral, gets recommended, or even if such a large influencer feels the need to like watch it and present it to their audience, you would want that kind of exposure and that kind of monetization to go to somebody who deserves it. And a lot of the time, this is a job. It is about fucking money. They put a lot of time into this. People do it a lot for a hobby as well, but to completely exclude that person from any financial gain and just attribute it all to yourself and how much money, I don't care about making money.
I understand Mid Canyon complaining about this, but at the end of the day, it's not XQC's fault for using or abusing the system. Shouldn't we like talk to YouTube directly about this?
Don't care.
It's YouTube.
Everyone knows
It's
my
literally
giant
YouTube.
deals that are being made. Who cares? I don't. These are for the YouTube frogs, right? The boys who missed the stream. But I will be actually monetizing it in general, though. I know it's not about money, but boys, we have to. I mean, come on. We got to be making something off the back end, right? Right? That's what pisses me off too, actually, about it. It's not about the monetization, but I am monetizing it. It's not about the money, but like I'm gonna, like it's green, right? You know what I mean? It makes it almost worse. It makes it almost worse when you're like, I mean, like, dude, like money to me is like I fucking, I spit out my fucking snot on it, dude. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Wait,
Yeah,
is it gonna pay
that's
for
so
my villa? No,
living on
but it
high,
might
bro.
pay for the electricity. You know, like who cares? Fuck, dude. Chairman then responded. He said, I'm saying I hope YouTube pays the original creators.
Wait. That's not the point of my tweet. I'm saying I hope.
Content on their platform, not the brainlets who watch a face cam over the videos while eating food. I mean, to be fair, at the same time, this is the problem though too with React content, is that if people do consume content like that, and they like consuming the original content on someone else's platform while they do nothing, and they just eat food, or they sit in a room, or they say, oh my god, oh my god. It's like Jack's Films had that great video talking about Sniper Wolf.
Oh yeah, the Sniper Wolf thing. Don't hate the player, bro. Don't hate the player, hate the game in this incident. Like, honestly, stolen content. Everything is stolen content with this React. Like everything. Then everyone is stealing content except people who just sit and talk about a topic. I feel like anything else that you use, whether it is a game you play and you share it, or a video you react to, memes and stuff, or this what BuzzFeed type of content that Sniper Wolf does, all of it is stolen content. And how many YouTubers are doing this? Even PewDiePie is doing it and has been doing it for the longest time ever when he transitioned from gaming. Like, this is the thing. Like, it's what works. People like it. This is the only type of content where you can like give it every single day and post every day and have like a quantity instead of quality, because YouTube actually prefers quantity at this point, and you can earn so much more from quantity, not quality. And people are just abusing the system. It's the algorithm, it's YouTube, and they found what works. Literally, YouTube is sponsoring Sniper Wolf, and they are congratulating her for all the success. So they are backing her up and supporting her. So this guy, Jax Films, he will not talk about me, right? I react to videos, but he's not going to talk about me. Let's guess why. Will that get him views? Talking about me? No, it's not going to get him views. He wants the bucks, he wants the views, and he wants easy content. So now what he's doing, Jax Films, is uploading every single day a video about Sniper Wolf where he kind of bullies, to be honest. Moxon bullies her. Just say you are sorry. He's literally uploading content. He said that he's going to upload every day, maybe on a different channel. I don't know. Is it on this one? Yeah. It's on this channel. He will upload every single day a video about Sniper Wolf until YouTube does something about it. He knows that YouTube is not going to do anything about it. But look at his views. Like, let's be honest. He's farming views by hating on one of the most, if not the most popular female content creators on this platform, or content creators overall on this platform. And she's not the only one who does this. BuzzFeed type of videos, a lot of people do it as well. So, yeah. I do not agree with this.
Great video talking about Sniper Wolf, who actually adds nothing to the video besides being cute on camera and saying, "Oh my God," someone turns on a light switch. They flip the switch. But even, at times, that's probably more than what some of these people do on streams when they re-upload it. And it just feels extremely parasitic, I guess is what I'm saying. Mudahar has a longer tweet here that I thought was kind of important, kind of good to say too, which is, I know you're not the... well, it's kind of okay. I know you're not the brightest, but I didn't expect you to be this intellectually dishonest. Nothing inherently is triggering when you view the live content on a different platform. It's when you re-upload the content to the same platform and have it copy the same metadata to further cannibalize. By that, he means you're taking the exact video format, re-uploading it, so the algorithm's just like, I get this one's a bigger chance. I guess I'll just push this one instead. That's what he's saying. It has even less to do with like the revenue at that point.
Yeah, that's abusing the algorithm. YouTube needs to change something about the algorithm where they don't promote content based on engagement as such, and based on how many numbers of subs a channel have and stuff. Like, they need to kind of calculate how many subs a channel has, how many active subscribers or active members they have, and then based on that, see, is this really like percentage wise clickable and viewable compared to the original content? Or maybe they can make it that you are necessarily, if you are a React channel, you have necessarily to mention the content or pop it on the screen, maybe with their at the end where they have these pops, like you have to pop the original content and stuff. But I'm telling you guys, people are gonna still watch their favorite streamer and favorite YouTuber reacting to that content. They are not gonna go and watch the original content. They can do if they want to, and there's a percentage of people who will do that, but there are people who just want to see you react to a content. They want to hear your opinion. I will watch Asmongold's opinion watching, I don't know, Mortal Kombat trailer reaction. Like, I want to hear what he thinks about Mortal Kombat, what he thinks about Baldur's Gate 3. Like, that's a thing.
It's the general algorithm favoring the larger channel or favoring his reaction content more over it. We demonized individuals like Jinx back in 2017. In large, we do as well today. Jinx, if you don't remember, was a guy back in the day who would just do pretty much what a lot of these reaction channels do now, or reaction streamers do now.
I mean, Jinx was a friend of mine as well. Jinx, when he started, I started as well. It was the era of Tyrone Magnus, Jinx, Bunny Girl. Like, I was one of the first female reactors or reactionists. And Jinx was there as well. And Jinx got so much hate for reacting in such a way. And he stopped with the reactions. And then, yeah, Tolo, that was me, yeah. And then he started making different type of content. And that's the thing, we got so much hate that we all started changing our content, except Tyrone Magnus. He gave 0 fucks and he continued doing whatever he's doing, and that's why he's the only one right now who has like so many views doing the same thing. But we were like, okay, yeah, this is too much hate for reactions. We are getting so much hate. We should not like literally use the system and the algorithm, and we should change and bring other things. And we kind of screwed it up for ourselves. But Jinx, I saw him try to come back and redo this type of content, but it didn't really work out, because once you lose the subs that are interested in that, it's like you're starting from zero. And it was so saturated at that point that he kind of didn't succeed as much as he was successful before, back in the day. Yeah.
Now, which is sit, say, oh my God, that's crazy, maybe laugh from time to time, look at the camera awkwardly, and then upload it. That was just, if you didn't know, he's faded into obscurity now, but you know, that was real big back in the day. This type of content is even frowned upon by YouTube and large, any web pages, repetitive and duplicate content. YouTube will often change its algorithm to fight algorithm abuse content like this, e.g. reply era, initial reactions 2017. Back in the day, people used to just upload tons of content, remember that? Probably a lot of people are too young nowadays, but it used to be RE colon and then that, and it would boost off the algorithm of this initial video, making reply videos really big. But you know, since then it's gotten a lot less favorable because people just don't want to see the same shit over and over again in their feed. I know you've watched The Dark Knight and animes like Hunter x Hunter. Why not re-upload those as well? You also realize claiming content isn't a task any content creator can just.
I need to pee. I will be back. I can't wait. Okay. Why are you screaming, woman? I'm back. All right. Sorry. Time tab it for the edit. Chris, 21 minutes. I can write it down.
It requires access to elevated content management systems only larger studios and media groups have. Educate yourself. A problem also with copywriting content is almost always, if a content creator copyright strikes another creator, it's almost always looked at like you're a fucking villain. Like that's like a huge no-no in the creator sphere, is somebody copywriting somebody else's work. I mean, there's been cases of it in the past and there's been a lot of public backlash from it. You just don't do that. But then also at the same time, you have to hope that you have the sway that like the YouTube reps are going to be like, yeah, this is content theft. Then a lot of times they're just going to be like, you know, I don't know. I mean, he has a big channel. What am I? Just leave it. We don't want Twitter to be mad at us. That's the kind of vibe I think they get a lot of the time. And then XQC responds with, damn, I knew you liked using big words that people would give your takes more importance, but filling your unfounded criticism full of personal attacks and using anecdotal evidence to prove that the content is cannibalistic by nature. I get it now. I don't know what big words he's referring to. Was it metadata? What was the big? Was it triggering? I only complain about big words if someone is able to throw onomatopoeia in a sentence. That's when I'm like, okay, dude, fuck off. Yeah. You could have found a way around that, but whatever. I get it now. It's all for show. You have no substance. I guess it makes sense that you're upset everyone is reacting to actual good content instead of whatever you post. Dude.
Doesn't Asmongold react to his videos all the time?
Playground insult to other creators. Well, I guess you're just.
I thought Asmongold reacts to his videos all the time. Like every single video he uploads, Asmongold reacts to it.
Mad because people aren't watching your content because it's not good, right?
It is good.
Yeah, well, your mom. It's like that, where you're just like, I have,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to respond to that? I mean, Mudahar has like,
But
what,
your
4
mom.
million subscribers? I don't think anyone's questioning the legitimacy of his content or how
Yeah,
good it is.
like,
He's built his own
what?
fan base. He has no reason to harp on this subject other than he feels genuine about something. It just feels so fucking odd. It feels like you're like back against the wall and everyone's just like, dude, what's your problem? He's like, dude, why are you guys freaking out right now? You're all freaking out on me. It has that kind of vibe. XQC goes on to say, little brother. I like this. I like how intimate it gets.
Little brother.
Little brother used 2017 example twice.
Like, if you this is his out. I don't care about the money, little brother. Like, that's not the way. I feel like people who are on his level of fandom, like who are so popular and famous and they have a huge reach, they need to have a team. They should not be allowed to post these things without an actual team working behind them and giving them advice, talking about it.
And tried to cash in his win early. It's 17 example twice and tried to cash in his win early. That's just called, I mean, it's just reference. It's just an example. It's just, that's how you do proof. You want to back up any claims you have with examples or references. That's just what that is. Also, 2017, that's 6 years ago. It's not like I feel like this is extremely applicable to what's happening here. This might get you Twitter drone likes. Yeah. You have the stats to back it up. You didn't use any because you know how it will show the exact opposite of this phenomenon. It's kind of like a Wolf of Wall Street thing to me. I don't know why. I'm just thinking Wolf of Wall Street. Like Wall Street when guys have like tons of like arbitrary papers and like filing cabinets and stuff and they're like throwing papers up and people are just like, where's this at? Show me the proof. Please tell me how much money you make. Please show me exactly how much money someone makes and tell me how much I'm taking from them. Put that all over the internet so people know. Please and thank you. Also, I talk to most of the YouTubers I take big content pieces from to react to. Maybe send @DD, whatever, a call and compare numbers on uploads / reacts. I'm on the defense, so I'll let you pull some stats up. After all, I'm the dumb one, right? So I guess I'm just the stupid one. It's just so much deflection. I don't know. It's just so fucking petty. Also, the whole idea too is like, if he does reach out to YouTubers, I think that's good. I think everybody should do that.
Yeah.
If you have a large platform and you're like, hey, I do a reaction thing. Here's a perfect example. Corey Kinchin at the beginning of my YouTube career was like one of the first big people to react to my stuff and cross-pollinate fan bases in a great way. He exposed his fans to a lot of my content. I think that's great. He also does a great thing where he doesn't show the whole thing. He kind of like edits it in a great way.
I actually did reach to meet Canyon to ask him if I can react to his content. He never answered.
And also he emailed.
I was like, okay, fine. I guess it's fine then.
Me here 3 years ago, and he asked very politely. I said, yes, just please share the credit. And he's like, will do. Perfect transaction. Wow, that's difficult. Does that happen here? I don't know. I have no idea how many emails were sent. I don't know. Until then, keep molding, little brother. I hate the little brother thing. The little brother thing's so fucking cringe. Keep molding, little brother. Little brother really brought up a 2017 reference. We both know why you posted the tweet in the first place. Insecurity is a fucking bitch, isn't it? Bites when you least expect it and makes you look weak. Don't make a money argument type. I'm probably the one person, whatever, doesn't care. Yeah, he's so rich. Now write another essay to farm some impressions, blah, blah, blah. The biggest problem with this is that it's deflection, and it feels like somebody who knows like, I guess it is kind of shitty what I'm doing. But you have so many like maybe drones of people being like, yeah, but when you react, it's so funny. I love watching you sit down. It's awesome. I love it. Also, I thought it was funny. Mudahar did.
Actually, it can be really funny. It actually does add up to content. When someone you like reacts to a content and you watch them laugh, why do people share jokes with other people? And you wait for the response to their reaction to the joke. And if they're laughing, you're happy, right? You're giggling. You're like, yeah, I made them laugh. Oh my God, this is funny. They're laughing. Yes, I did it. It's in our nature. We want people. We want to see people we care about that react to something we are interested in. Duh.
Did reply to his tweet saying, reacting to good content instead of whatever you post. That's a picture of XQC reacting to Mudahar's content. And then they had a cute little exchange about, how they both like each other's content, blah, blah, blah. Don't want to get the Twitter mob mad. Listen, the thing is that I'm not even saying that XQC
so they
is a bad
literally ended the convo on like, hey, yo, I like your content. I like your content too. Yeah, you're reacting to my content. It's fine. You can do it. Let's go, bro. Take care. So all of this was for clicks and views. I am telling you, nothing is changing.
Streamer. I'm not saying any of that.
We
The biggest thing
nothing.
is saying that people that do reaction content need to transform it in some kind of way. I feel very passionately about this because you know how many times I've worked on, me and my team have busted our asses making a cartoon, and then a ton of people will take it and re-upload it, and I love seeing other communities react to it, but how many times I've sat down and watched somebody just be like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And even if they don't get as many views as mine, they're still making money off that content that I poured my fucking heart into. It's fucking disheartening, especially somebody to upload a 2-hour-long video that probably took God knows how many hours of editing, hours of researching, only for somebody else to upload it and just be like, well, I mean, I like the video, so I upload it. It's no big deal. It just feels really parasitic and fucking gross to me. It has nothing to do with him as like a fucking streamer. I mean, he's the biggest streamer for a reason. He's obviously entertaining. At the end of the day, it's just something where it's just like, transform the content. If you're uploading it to a different platform and you make that much money, or you do have that kind of revenue stream, pay an editor to transform it. Maybe try a bit more whenever you're reacting to something to actually give some kind of commentary over it. Do something to change it and make it your own is the biggest thing. I saw this exchange and I just think it's important because so many people, I get a ton of DMs of people asking me to react to stuff. And I look at their pages sometimes and it's them doing nothing besides pressing record, pressing play. They say, we're watching this video. They watch the video. At the end, they're like, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the bell. And you're like, dude, go fuck yourself. That's fucked up. So just want to give a shout out to Limino and his video that was uploaded. Go check it out. It's going to be sweet. And once again, this is not at all a dig at reaction YouTubers. It's just a dig at people who sit down and add nothing to a video and make tons of money off of it. Even if they don't need the money, it's still money that should be going in somebody else's pockets, or it's money that you do not deserve in any regards. I don't give a fuck how wealthy you are. Even if it's something where you just shit it out and it's so insignificant to you, to somebody else, it could be a bill they could pay, it could be rent they could pay, it could be food that could be going in their stomach. That's all I'm saying. So just pay a fucking editor. Man, how hard is that? The guy that I'm paying somebody to edit this right now, it's not a big deal. People love work. People love to work. Give people something to edit. They would love to edit the video. It's not a big deal. But no, if you do watch my stuff, thank you so much for exposing your audience. Thank you so much for exposing your audience to mine. A lot of flies out here. Thank you so much. All right, guys, that's all I have today. Just wanted to do a quick little rant. I love you. Bye-bye.
Love you too, Meat Canyon. You're awesome.
I tried to get a big snot rocket, but I couldn't get it. Did anything come out? Damn.
I thought you were sniffing. Like,
no, I was trying to...
Ew, he tried to actually let a booger out. Ah! Okay, so basically, in my opinion, okay, let's see the end of the video.
Like sneeze on it, what everybody does.
Oh, that's it.
Format.
I mean, in my opinion, like, I agree with him. I think if you do have the resources and the money, you should support at least editors to transform the content. Although, in my opinion, there is some content that as a reaction, you really cannot transform, because once you start heavily editing the content, it takes away from the flow and the smoothness and the originality of the content. Let's say, for example, Meat Canyon video and someone is reacting to it. If you cut any of the reaction from a Meat Canyon video and you cut your reaction to it, it will not look sincere, because people want to see your transformation from being fine to being disgusted like hell. All right, like, they don't want to, if you cut that, they're like, it's so weird, there is like no smoothness. So there is some content that you really cannot cut, and these type of videos are usually like shorter type of videos, or videos that you cannot give a lot of input on. Like this type of video, you can give a lot of input. I talked a lot. This can be cut and edited. If I did have the money and I could afford an editor to edit something like this for me, I would have done it, and my content would transform into that. But I do upload multiple videos on multiple channels every single day, and I do most of that by myself, by the way. So I really cannot afford an editor to do that for every single video. I do have edited videos. I do have videos that I work hard on, but not everything. So what I want to say is that there is some content that you can do that with, and there is content that you cannot do that with. And at 1 hour and 30-minute video, I think you can cut it to 1 hour video with some transitions and some work edits, you know, like taking a whole 1 hour and a half video and not adding anything to it is shady. I do agree with that, especially if you are a multimillionaire, almost a billionaire at this point. I would say, yeah, that's something you can work on. So yeah. People react to shows, anime, movies, and have to transform it with editing. Oh yeah, I do that all the time with my anime channel. I react to episodes of anime and we transform it with edits and cuts and stuff like that. But also, like on Patreon, you can see the unedited version for people who really care about it to be like smooth and unedited and not add anything to it. So you give people what they want. Fun but pain in the ass. I know, but like, it's editor's job. What can you do? And that's what I can do right now, what I can afford, but hopefully in the future even more. So yeah, I agree and I disagree. That's my opinion. But if you're watching this, let me know in the comments down below if you're watching this on YouTube, what you think. And I did read your comments in the chat, guys. And yeah, we can talk about it more later.